When your team's new signing is a lawyer, you know there's something not quite right with football. And I'm an Everton fan. My club has been mismanaged off the pitch for decades now. So I am not absolving them of blame because clearly rules have been broken. And I'm furious with my club. But as much as we're all used to inconsistency with on-field decisions, it looks like the same inconsistency is now being applied to off-field decisions. So I'm also furious with the Premier League. And if you're a football fan, you should be too, as Man City continue to operate like Super Mario after 9 pints of Stella and a 50 bag of super mushrooms. Meanwhile, Chelsea only have to roll over and fart and $500 million appears in the back of their underpants. And nothing happens. And I know part of fun of being a football fan is being tribal and laughing at the misfortune of other clubs. But when the integrity of the game is being slowly dismantled like cheap Lego, you need to stop sniggering, because if they'll come for Everton and now Nottingham Forest, do you think they're not going to come for Villa and Newcastle and any other team who, God forbid, would like to try and compete with this cartel of clubs at the top of the league who were just lucky enough to get rich before P&S and FFP rules were brought in? Because rules are rules and should be followed. Although these rules look like being binned off this summer, punishing any club who don't have the right legal team and allowing anyone who can delay it just long enough to walk away scot-free like Kaiser Soze. Everton will be the guy who gets thrown in prison for brewing moonshine in his bath the day before prohibition ends. Don't forget, we've already had the largest points deduction in Premier League history. And it's hilarious the way that hardly any of the media narrative was about the disproportionate nature of that points deduction. Instead, because we won a few games afterwards, the narrative was that somehow this points deduction gave Everton an advantage. If I hadn't punched you in the face, you wouldn't have got new teeth. Yes, without your needlessly violent attack, I wouldn't have had the opportunity to undergo painful reconstructive surgery, lose my ability to earn, and ultimately feel galvanised to live my best life. Thank you for twatting me. The game's ruined, and it's so tempting to just say, well, I'm not watching it anymore. But hang on, this is our game. This is the game we all fell in love with. This isn't like switching from Coke to Pepsi. This is so entwined with our sense of identity, our family history, our communities, our personalities. This is like wanting to go from Coke to Pepsi, but Pepsi doesn't exist, and now Coke tastes like shit, and even then, you've got to wait 3 minutes for a man in Stockley Park to tell you what it actually tastes like. And meanwhile, Sky Sports and all the networks whose entire business model is based on having eyeballs on the Premier League continue to gaslight everyone by pretending nothing's seriously wrong. And don't worry about cheating, because it's Super Sunday, so shut up, watch what we give you, don't ask questions, just keep paying your subscription while we move kickoff times left, right and centre at the drop of a hat and continue to show no respect for the fans who made this game what it is.